Alright YouTube, so I've got this thing called the Byron B Nightstand. I think it was ordered from Amazon. I'm going to double check the details on that for you guys, and I'll get a link in the description. This is a nightstand. We've got some instructions. We've got a bunch of individually wrapped hardware packages. Let's start getting some of this stuff unpacked. Whenever I work on stuff like this, guys, what I like to do is just get everything unwrapped, get everything laid out so I can see what I'm working with here. Get all the packaging off of it. Some of this stuff may be laid out outside of the view of the camera, but do not worry. Once I need it and we're at the proper step, I will bring it back into frame so you guys can see everything. These all seem to be numbered. This has a number 11 on it right there, such as the other two I already unwrapped. So I'm pulling this out and I see numbered dots right on it. I'm going to start arranging that this way. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to put all those together. Here we have 2 pieces labeled 6, 2 more labeled 6, 4, 2 4s actually. Looks like we've probably got 3 10s, 4 10s, 4 10s, 2 5s probably, yes, 2 3s, a couple of 1s, a couple of 2s probably. Yes, a couple of 2s. I'm hoping the 1s and the 2s are used first. And I think that is all that is in the box. So we're going to get this packaging out of our way. I'm going to pop out the instructions to take a quick look at what we've got. Okay. This stuff is all numbered, nice and neat. We've got all of our parts and hardware labeled. So it looks like we need pieces 3 and 4 to start with, which is kind of weird. I'm going to try to set it up the same way they have it in the instruction so that it's easy to follow. And we're going to need A1 and A2 out of here. So we need 2 A1s and 2 A2s. The 2 back pieces, I know that's the backing because something like one of these little particle board pieces is probably going to fit right in here. So the A1 is going to go on part 3. So we've got A1, that's A2, so A1, and then A2 is going to go on the other side with the wheels facing the other direction. And it looks like you're going to put it in the 3rd screw hole down for each one of these. And the 2nd one from the bottom, and you're going to hold it in with screw C. So here we go. We have screw C right here. We're going to get a few of those out. Looks like we're going to need 4 of them. We're going to need 2 here, 2 here. We're going to need 8 total. So there we go. I'm going to get my driver, put it on a low setting. We're going to start putting these screws in. Again, make sure you put it on the 3rd hole down. Now we're going to go to step 2. So we're going to take piece number 1. So we've got piece number 1 here. I'll slide these just to the side for just a moment. It looks like we're probably going to need part D. Yes, we're going to need 4 of those. And we're going to put these posts right in here. Right in these 4 holes that they have pre-drilled for us. Again, do not over tighten these parts because this is particle board and everything, and it will strip out on you. So now part E, we're going to need 4 of those. And those are going to go in parts 3 and 4 that we had before. You're going to see an arrow on this part. You want this part to face towards the closest edge. So you're going to place those into there. Then you're going to know which side's going to go where because you want to match up the channels. You see what I mean? Matching up that channel. So once you get that channel matched up and get those set down, you're going to turn your little fasteners here that you just inserted clockwise until they're nice and snug. You're going to do the same thing on the other part, part number 4. That was part number 3. So here we go. We're inserting the arrow toward the closest edge. We're placing it on the part number 1. Then we're going to turn this clockwise until it's nice and snug. And then our next step is likely to be to put one of the backings in. And yes, we're going to take part number 5. So part number 5 is right here. We're going to slide that in. Put that where you guys can see it a little better. Slide that right down on that little channel. And make sure it fully seats in there. Next thing we're going to do is take part number 2. So there we go, part number 2. And you see we've got the channel. We want to put the channel where the backing is, part number 5. And then we're going to take 4 of part number F. And we're going to attach panel 2 to panels 3 and 4 there. So here we go. Again, you can use a driver, but be careful. Make sure you're not over tightening and stripping anything out. So next we're going to take parts 11 and 12. So this is part 11. This is part 12. And we're going to assemble those right on top here. This one doesn't have a 12 on it, but it is a 12. I know it is. Oh, one thing you want to pay attention to is part 11 has holes in it. And you've got some threads here where you're going to be able to fasten it to the box. So make sure you're putting the part 11 over those threaded holes. And part 12 is going to go on the other side. And then you're going to take fastener G. There's going to be 4 of those. And you're going to attach part 11 to part 12 using fastener G, which is an Allen wrench. So did they provide us with an Allen wrench? Yes, they did. That's part M in the packaging here. So you can get part M out. Let's fasten those 2 together. These don't have to be super tight, but you want them to be snug. So go ahead and snug those up. Then you want to attach parts 11 to part 2 here, the bottom part there, using part H, screws H. So here we are, we have screws H, we've got 4 of those, which is perfect because we have 4 holes, 4 threaded holes here. So let's get those going. I'm gonna, everything says times 2 here, so that means you're gonna do this times 2 because you're gonna make 2 nightstands. I was not aware of that. It said Byron nightstand on the box, so I thought I meant one nightstand. One nightstand. Well, we got two here. Two nightstands. So I'm going to show you how to build just the one, and then if you can build the one, you can build the other. And I'm going to go ahead and snug down these bolts here, making sure that everything's aligned properly before we actually tighten it down. Step 6, you're going to take the feet, which is part in. You have to thread those into the bottom. That's pretty straightforward. So that's it for this. Next, I'm going to set this to the side because we're going to start assembling our drawers. We're going to take parts 7, 8, and 9. So we got 7, 8, and 9 here. Looks like 9 is going to go in the back. 8 is going to go on one side. 7 is going to go on one side. 7 and 8 are going to attach to 9 with part I. So, those are going to be a set of screws here. We're going to need 4 in total. So I'm going to grab 4 of those out of my package here. And the way that's going to work, you can see one side is recessed in. That's where the screw is going to go in. And there's a pre-drilled hole on part 9. And you're just going to run that screw right in there. There's a pre-drilled hole, so it should attach in there nice and straight. And we've got another. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, part 7. So now part 10 is going to go on the bottom. You're going to slide that right down into your channel here. And that means you've got it, it's wider on one side than the other. So if you're having that problem I was just having where it doesn't want to fit, it's because you've got it on the wrong side. So then you're going to take part number 6. Make sure you line your channel up to the bottom of your base there. And actually, no, we're going to add some more parts. Looks like part D again. We're going to get 4 of those. Now that you've got part D in there, go ahead and line everything up. Place part D into position. You're going to grab some of your E's, 4 of those, part E, which are your little fasteners, the little circular fasteners. And again, you're going to point the arrow facing towards where the other fastener is. Place it in, turn it clockwise. Insert it, turn it clockwise. Same on this side, arrow pointing up towards the closest edge. Turn it clockwise. And then you're going to take part number K, which is a screw, and also one of your J's, a drawer pull. And you're going to put your little drawer pull right on the outside. And snug that down. So the next step is we're going to attach some tracks onto this. So we're going to use parts B1 and B2, which hopefully are the ones we didn't use before. Yes, B1 and B2. You want the wheels to go towards the rear. And then you're going to hold these in position. There are 2 pre-drilled holes on each side. You're going to hold them in with fastener C once again. Yes, fastener C once again. We're going to do 4 of those in total this time. So here we go. Again, be very careful because these like to strip easily. So you insert your drawer. You're going to do that twice. Get 2 drawers. And then the final assembly step is you have part L, which is this little plastic piece right here. You've got 4 of them. You want to insert one. So one at the bottom, one in the top on one side, one at the bottom, one at the top on the other side. And then when you want to use fastener C again to hold these in position. So there we go, we've got 4 of those in place. We're going to take fastener C and drive those in. So that's that. That is your outer part of your cabinet and 1 drawer. You build 1 more drawer, stick that in there, and you're done with 1 nightstand. You repeat the whole process over again. You have 2 nightstands. Right, YouTube? So after a little while of some assembly, I'm not going to lie, this did take me a little longer than I thought it would. Maybe 30 or 45 minutes. But once you get the first cabinet done and the first drawer done, you start to move through it pretty quickly without having to look through the instructions. I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you check out my channel. Check out my other videos. I have some IKEA building furniture. I'm adding more videos for Amazon furniture assembly like this. I'll put the link in the description. Thank you very much, guys. Everyone, if you enjoyed today's video, I would invite you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below right there on the right-hand corner. And if you felt that the products in today's video is something you might like to own yourself, there's a product link right up there to the right, upper right-hand corner, or down in the description will be a product link for you to purchase the product as well. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube.